Mali will never hurt, will it? This one says, please wish our dear father, Mr. Albert Dazi, aka over at 82. Bless you, Mr. Albert Dazi, aka over. Happy birthday, number 82. God bless you richly, sir. And this one says, happy birthday to our dear time. Would you love to go and watch Uncle Ebo White's Roverman Productions Husband Material 7 Yards? There's also the Valentine Laughter Show, Love Show by Kwabna, Ha 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 Comedy Show at Takwa, Movie Show Atlantic Hotel in Takrade, and there's also the Valentine's Day movie. Kobe Rana and the people are putting that together. Ebony Condoms is back in the studio, and kind courtesy Ebony Condoms. You could get to go and watch Ebo White, Valentine's Day movie Kobe Rana, Movie Show Atlantic Hotel in Takrade, Ha 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 Comedy Show at Takwa, Love Show by Kwabena Kwabena. The Valentine Laughter Show as well. My favorite sweetheart, Dr. Demi Lecha Dia, is here. Dr. Demi Lecha Dia, your Deputy Executive Director, Total Family Health Organization. Oh no, yeah, bunny condoms. So, okay, so by last week, not Sunday up strawberry. And now I go from your baby by your friend Ifwa Dakwa Akufo. Ifwa Dakwa Akufo is a nurse, a principal nursing officer, PNO, at Lekma Hospital. Adolescent and adult reproductive health. James Kwamna born for a friend Kabila Waha. Okay, I say Kabila so true thesis be. If I say Nyama, and then they naka. Kwame na danka no soba. Let's get together and feel alright. One more thing. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. One love. So when the man comes, there will be no doom. One soul. Have pity on those whose chances grow thin. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. Yeah. One love. What about the one heart? What about the feel alright. Always. Let's go and clean our teeth at Whitestone Dental Clinic. At Whitestone Dental Clinic, the services include whitening, with a full 1 hour of whitening your teeth. They have a laser-activated whitening gel. They also do scaling and polishing. There's a full mouth cleaning and oral hygiene assessment. At Whitestone Dental Clinic, you can get your root canal treatment, your composite filling, and everything to do with your mouth and teeth. Call them today, 0240 452992. That is 0240 452 992. Alternatively, 0242 251 983. You'd find Whitestone Dental Clinic at number 138 La Baleshi Road, East Legon. Whitestone Dental Clinic, your smile, our priority. I'd really love to ask. In the meantime, Bet365 is officially live in Ghana. So you can go ahead and bet across a range of markets on the biggest sports events. You can build your own personalized bet with Bet Builder. Enjoy all your favorite sporting events and access thousands of games. You can also cash out early. Visit the official site at bet365.com.gh. You must be 18 and over. Terms and conditions apply. Gamble responsibly. Let's get together and feel alright. One more thing. Let's get together and fight this holy Armageddon. One love. So when the man comes, there will be no doom. One soul. Have pity on those whose chances grow thin. There's no hiding place from the Father of creation. From the Father of creation. Yeah. One love. One heart. Let's get together and feel alright. As it was in the beginning. One love. One heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
Peace FM.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Kwame Machi.
Yeah, brapani.
Ekwe dear.
Mina nanu say Sriwenya.
Sriwenya, Austria, Noari.
Na we were my early start.
Me share that part.
Easy order. Na me pacho. Trading college a project work and your thesis.
A project work. I was some training college. Into you know, I yes, which now training. Okay, but maybe so not me because me say I project here. Just say project work. I want to find out what exactly pushed you to do that. Dr. Demi.
Wakwame.
Oh yeah.
Ochonyo me hu Baka there will be a tree, maybe I might have to switch to tree also from Fancy.
Now, what are you comfortable with?
Oh, in the tree because we'll be a tree.
Now, you sure they be to market tree?
Oh, sir, my switch me zzzn.
In Fancy for ya. If what I go for?
Hello.
Etreng.
Me pa cho me hu
Uhuye.
Na so e.
Erade do me hu papa. Na me shodin da kwan na ekufu na nyese uyu kuapini ana.
Me pa cho you.
Ufin?
Me fie kropom.
Oh, me nua bia. Ufi pe. Kwamna o say uye de o say nye thesis the project work. Dey important na so ye.
Oh, na ye sex education at the basic school. The case of Kintampo SDA JSS Saturn na GHS in my JSS. Me call my basic school me and work Kintampo SDA basic school.
Okay.
Na it so happens say me one no me mates no matipen for no. Emu mienu teenage pregnancy ma ba kon eba na ye bewie. Or Baba Tro exams.
Wow.
Yes. Bako de want me ama. And now Oshe schools are not trying when she has so I work in Tampo no. Nesisi say Juanyin say Koso. Now me secondary school, Prempeh College. I was an unwilling candidate for training college.
Oh really?
I didn't want to go to training college.
Are they?
Oh, yeah, what the fact is that training college was post-secondary. Enti time I was Prempeh College, you know, you call sports competitions there. You know what I call. Enti somehow I didn't know the conditions there, but it was for me. Say, now me near imagine say me call 2. Now I say one track is here now go training college. One track here. I now go training college as a stepping stone. Mr. Resource buy na with them. Me devinti why me papa JK Bonfe any Kwame Nyamiche doctor. Omo insist say me call training college because your time no now better fie. I'm say I feel back one as in fie me no. And I made call training college. And ye wo hon mo na nkasa na me rebel kakra. But I think say me normalize here. Tie be wie no. And I say we ye project work.
Okay.
No offer topic bi said the research study bi aye universities na ade. Ti me hwehwe mu na me ka say say me solve problem there. Problem e ba ma dwene mu immediately about education. Ma wo mo mprewanyin santi na wo mo ntumi nhwie basic school.
Yeah.
Nti no na ma me nya sa topic no me nya trimpo say me yes ade no na nyame ncha dom me cheche ni a na o supervise me me say nyame kwate wanya ni ba bi ko. Amen. Me suggest here no ka say good topic. Throughout he was very helpful. Na ene de minim e wo research ho no e ko nanim bebre. Me hwe back I think say we did at that level we did a good job because interviews are me I didn't give details in the methodology as I would do today, but now you're in-depth interviews and I'm here questionnaire. Now ni tie watwam no Kwame e kopia mu se ye ma ntete koso ye ewo enamu nsem ewo mabunu asetena mu a ebeboa ma wo mu ahu kwan a won bebo mo ho ban ni titru ema no obehu bra o ye bra obehu bra free period for ono afenso so se de obesi asiesie ne ho ne bra ye mu ene de ka ho nyina ena mmerima no so obehu no se me dibro enfie du mienu a me ne oba ntem nhyiaye no ebetumi de nyensan aba enti esese me bɔ me ho ban me mpese nyensan be ba esese me bɔ me ho ban na me yusu enema ye de aba condom enom ne sa nema no na ye sa de na ntete ne ba na sentiase no eba ema mabunu no nyina nya sa ahonim no a ebeboa ma dodo na no sempo ombe kwati akọ di nemu agora the first thing is abstinence
so no be twu ho afiri ho
be twu ho afiri ho but so be kwati eno no mo akodi saa mpemu agoro no kra ye fi se eye emfomso kwan na enam bambo no nti insunsanso a ebetimi ama wagya school kɔ no ebe free ho na ayi ade ba kwa amadisua no de ba ye ne se ya ye hwɛ mma no nko a fam barima one oba no so nyin se ye no eya nim guase nti bebre so timi gya school
mema no
fair yes
on hwehwɛ mu de saa
yes
even then
and I make us say me kind na me say I did the way see no methodology no I couldn't have enriched it the way I would do today. But we did a thorough job. Nti me kanfo me church ni a o wa me ma yes I did when you be because say nyame kwati nyame ke say yes I did but hwehwemu no again and so the Kintampo cosmopolitan nature. So nkramosom wo pa ena krisosom so wo ena a bit that time and net dem say you never be because one mo am fi say enkeni say ban say but ekoso enti a bit traditional society enti nkomodie fa enamu nsem no ho no na de me kai pa say the first time one me can word sperm me can wo mo kasa mu deck kasa my friend bar. It was a shock to my mother. I mean, I could see my late mother was shocked. Say me used to say word because the expression on her face was
just when Yanko be see what
did you
who born dog
couldn't how I said it akoko efa ni yonko akoko no we be so from and I could say it say hey ne sperm and a good form no and I said it in the language
no why didn't you saying
can I want to believe I must have been around 10
what's that you because I prepare near Becca
a
positivity
I think that I because
Kabila ode kunya so Kabila sorry me mpebu se antokwa bia no pay ode sorry
if one na fa makonya me ka kire no makonya jaw for go it chairman general I mean the whole essence is that say you move away from the traditional thinking say nkomo bi won mu a eni say mofro edi ni ada sabre no me na minim but my mother didn't know I knew
just say nkola ni nim even then
yes niema bi won mu a because me say make say me mpanisem kakra enti na me mama aso kan bi because I followed her for a very long time because I had early childhood difficulty me nantie me na say na my alantenti enti me titensem. And don't underestimate the child. The brain. Dr. Fonobe can't share more. Say, or share your monocra na adwene asati air form. Inti, some baby on my warm water woman ni more. Yeni omudi hun komo ma omuti asie ya. Since one more bekwa dosomu apesua abra womu ni achechire bia. It is a bit more dangerous.
But they say social media into more same time no.
Exactly.
But come now. I'm now yes ade working Kintampo your project work o che ne mani bia hu ye o kan bibi so say Kintampo honom kremosom wo ho Christosom wo ho and a sound so ya say if ya chere traditional area meaning say o ye Seventh Day Adventist na asori ene efi chere boy and I say moi sadi because I am sure you faced some opposition for a Seventh Day Adventist. Sabi unkonkoye teenage pregnancy home komo. Intina say.
Oh, within the Islamic community, no. Because I am men. And they say me man nchemu di ntia me kwakoye no. Manya opposition can say about the study.
Okay, not even the study, but the way of life.
Yes.
Na it is saying.
Kwame say the America no. Bibia ho mu rem say sankomodi no. But say make the memen that kwan for ye mfanto ho a womo ye wo AY department and as Adventist youth nkyerɛkyerɛ womo ma no ebi include wa hunim efa onipa su se de usitie
but emfa mpemu agro
no ho enti asori fam no sankomodie nyina no akoye bibi se achiwade se ye bedi ho nkomo kra
exactly what I wanted to come.
Enti me recommendations bi ene say sa achiwade adwempo no sabre no yenyim free on. This was around 2001 when I finished training college because sa trimpo say empamu agro enkomodie ewo mabunu teenage empempenso no yenyim free etim say ye achiwade if you say ye pew yempew mabunu no nimbibi now omo every now they are adventurous so they will experiment they omo nim no now yes I will be more experiment in an organized and thoughtful manner than say one beko in a disorganized and chaotic way.
But yes, as I see, yes, say
Minyi ni say ampa. Intina.
Kwabratama ye titi me no. Sam komo we no. Na je say ye o say o. Inti how do you bridge the gap between omwa Kwame Dadan can see me penny.
Yeah.
Kwame Dadan can no advantage kwans on the o san trade.
Yeah.
Inti adolescents in mebuna fanin sem bebre. Now positivity nanka o form 3 form 4 bo kaka condom obegwa anakwam na meboa obegwa iti mesu de sebe me presby ni akola Kokrokoo school demiko girls. There's no way I bit me a chose adiewe e school iti yenyini no. We experimented and made our mistakes and found it ourselves and all of that. Say, baby, at the end, we'll find it out in 2001. Say, yen yi sa adwimponim free ho. And net 2023. What do we do? Because, I don't know. What do you think?
Kwame, we live in a socially constructed world.
Yen kokasa kola na say.
We live yet ewiase a said ye yesi eye no fa. Ena esitie. Wo hwe adibu mu anyankopon bo ade nyina wie no. Wa anto bibia din. O manipa to me say to we din free say inti nipa na yes ade no. Enti no say yen wo hwe one more sociologists no be catch say society no is framed by the thoughts and the ideas of the individuals who make up the society. Ankran e wo kromu no ya dwenkyere ne yensusuye ene ma eye kro no hyehyeye enti hwehwemu abeda di se sa ne me yenya ho nimde a ewo ho dada o enso ye ni ho nkomo no a ebeboa ade nti na yemfa enu nya adwuma enu nti na bre bia na o di ho nkomo wo afidie so na me ni studio ha me send message say won ma na e ka se curricular afa na ye introduce sex education and I say bibi no na me catch us so me what telling call na me yes ade no na che enti ye di ho nkomo no momu a me fi say ebeboa bio Kwame
yes
awofo bebre a wo mutie mi ebetumi aka edi adanse anase wo mu adichem on betumi asend messages am yehu say wo mana se bi wo mu nyamfie dukra no se wo mu nko a edi nkomo na owen waso tie wo mu a enkomo mu di no omo ka nsam a ye na ye wonwa
yeah
efa omo husuo ho enti sane ma ni nyina ma eda di se ehu hia eya sodie ma yen awofo se ye bema ye man ahunu eniema bi efa omuni pasu ho yaka sex education a enya sexual intercourse nko a the biological system that make you a sexual being say we ni pasu obema wo ba say de eniema sitie oba onufu ene sa eniema nyina no Kwame asese ye tiase ne eye ene ne ema ye nti me de me kanfo ama say djuma wudi no djuma papa na yenua ba num so a yenua ma wo mu ade ato wo mu so say o mbedi sadwuma so Kwame me bo aba so me fo so media chire some person me bab na me kasa ho a in fact na no me kohwehwe me project work no ma hu ni nyina nti ma say me call West akwaje complete ayi work I'm say me send o ayi aspects be yes so we are ready to back that but
because
PAG
when you said last time Dr. Demi Bahano we send me message that Kwame now na condom ho asem I me say intika time be na me nka no because me nya adwuma nwumre
Kwame me ka sem say when you say condom yesusa no na ye koto de balloon ye to de na uni say de asifra
ani e susa because me susa no answer na obi condom no oba ko no ball aso
you see ayi cross na ya na ne ho sem ye friend got socks
ese
not to ye to so
oye you too ono na last week na nyi ha not to you too
for Alaska we ya say
be kai etia
but what kind of back my shed and me must and to also
that's the name that's how we called it
near friend socks BB socks in chawala nyim ebe yo
because I'm so
correct your microphone
back be near friend 24 eson
back daddy
was size 30 near what 24
who shegum na nyina beko
yes we did those experimentations so we had knowledge of the usage of that thing
by your choose what boy ye bebo
now Kwame you say this year yeah we had to do it that's the point I'm making and it is better you let them feel free and guide them in their knowledge.
But how do you guide? I know about it.
I mean, I know they major my experts, no. Major my experts, no.
Okay, now, Kwame Dan can say, Gogu, Kwame Dan can say condom ni trading. And I'm a cow story in the chair. Kwame ain't say quick story now.
And a probably not so
or particular condom story.
FBI is talking from experience.
But and yes, one couple said toys, not say the toy in you too. A fairy.
Since I could do that, so I were the last person to leave. I drew so far. Brown for Tommy Mouth. Oh, save you.
Amen. When you come here, me suffer. I send him a message, me money deep. So good you now. I say, last week I was at the dining when my 10-year-old came asking me, quote, Daddy, what's a condom? Unquote. I realized my intentional education in this respect should begin. We should open this even in the church.
Yao from Tamale says, my 7-year-old boy asked me what is the use of condoms. Up till now, Kwame, no answer. Yeah, why no answer? That's the question. Why no answer? Yeah, someone. Kwame, as kids around the ages of 9, 10, 11, as kids, we knew about the male and female organs. We knew about sex and wrote on walls, ping ping is good for boys and girls. You remember? So why do we think our children don't know? Why do we think our children?
Ye ba ku share ni nsem wasi me yere wa hafishia me chire
official we chiro kwabra na wo ka bibi about so for say neba 80 obi say no kwabra efuto we na nka obetimi dia ma no
so ono ankasa dia efuto na ma ne ho
says about time
asema neba na bisa no nti wa hu say esese ntete no e hya ase na chama de na minyi ni say wo hwe ya bakosemu ene ye tete mi nkosua eno de but
Omo mo sha net yo no.
Me can anthropological accounts of how our people were brought up in the early times. Uhwe mu a sa bragro nom ne sa niam ni nyina no. Na ye way of sex education.
Yeah.
Na obi a ye ban na bragro no, ne ade ne fantitie bi mu.
Yeah.
Enti odru bribi ma ye hunu say wadru say ye be gro no bra. Na da na ne ya to agya. Uko akro bi aso a ye wo man panimfu a Emma, woman fear woman dini ade, woman shusha woman any ade. Now they lived in an organized society. We are disorganized. Enti na aware sam enya den. Ye hwe mabunu no, woman ewo suban, we ni suban, we pedjuma, we pedjuma. Enti we akwadwofo a won hwe ya onya ba anware da. They did an organized system of societal structuring. But no, ya say liberal there be enti independent thinking.
But you sex education so you say liberal thinking even no. How about that?
And na say no na making.
Into the liberal thinking is good also.
No,
and now we didn't get the balance into me and who balance near.
But there's liberal thinking gone too far. And then be LGBTQ no.
There be yanko. Mesro. Make a ebony condoms.
Ebony condoms ya no. Nti no yen kwanya ye faso de dwene say nipa ankran.
When you said Dr. Demio to Ubenkunsu last week oba ha ye din komono na say ebony condoms some more flavors.
Yeah.
Vanilla, peppermint, strawberry. And there mint.
Chocolate.
Chocolate flavor. Is it?
Flavors
It maybe sad, Dr. Demide, what's her favorite flavor? No, say strawberry. It's remember. It also strawberry. It's pocho wombu ada can her flavors so.
You
Kwamina on your ice cream.
Vanilla. Now I'm coming up for trying to mommy explain the flavors in chair way.
Because flavor.
It's uncommon. I'm watching you them. Ebony condom. See na yin condom adoye. A double ye ho ban fee. Awa yen sheshe no nye yarba oba fee impema agwe. Na ebony condoms no na ye pede ye provide variety e mankrofo ma we nua jimpe ma agore no ho inti condom no ye woni mu ni na hodin ko pochonyo but flavors no ye different
Flavor na mentas.
flavor ye pede ye spice nyama up na nyama o ye interesting
Na flavor
ye the senses nyina na ye de nyama ye de ye wo empem ehuma mechi ya pochonya
na flavor na
enyo ebeti strawberry ebeti peppermint ebeti mint na de nina wo ho me nya sure de baby old baby a sisi ya ye wo public environment ibwe wo upie mo ho a ebia enyo
Kwamina for education it betu me na a chere 80 pempe bi woman.
Mental use
A positivity. I'm a Kabila boy. How Kabila looking?
What's it?
One for pocho men for same way. Pocho if I did to me rip.
Kwamina 80 pempe bi woman.
Yeah.
It's a year by flavor.
Vanilla.
Doc order your call round pass.
Vanilla.
Man,
could you use a better my yet by Nina vanilla minim sir. Manko how strawberries
strawberry.
and you're buying them for strawberry now.
It's or strawberry no. Or be sending me message. Say hey. Such an educated, nice one. To me, Jina bedroom, I can say, "Were you so condom no per strawberry?" And I'm saying, but Sabi Nipani Casanonia Bofra.
Thank you.
She's not a child, and she's educating or chair idea. But Nipano, no, I know one. Yeah, the Bisia Sabi was a doctor. Only Maza walk name na. About radio do not so where you should condom that. Now, Namsa, you never have a so walk by one Bisia Casa. They're not the Bisia Casa or Casa them. Yeah, on task. That one. Ethering. Me also why you come.
I decided lunch. need them problem.
Dakwa, principal nursing officer. Oh yeah, principal nursing officer of Lekma Hospital. 80. Then I'll be cardiac at try and common also. Mpacho enche me because kwam na ni kabila de. You be pray some other areas. But what would you me no? Yes, me can show say. Say oben phone na so nim say your text number no 0244 844 488. Shannon Sumede Adibi Betuja Uti year Uncle Ebo White husband material 7 year to benya ticket akohe Valentine laughter show so ho laugh show by Kwabna Mwa takwa ha comedy show watakwa umitimenya ticket akohe movie show Atlantic Hotel Takra Day Valentine's Day movie Kobirana and Sumenya into the team 0244 844 488 0244 844 488 me de betuja question betuja enchebia but here's a child expert or say knowing what alcohol does doesn't make you a drunkard. This is the principle to educate children on reproductive health. Also, by the way, the condom, no, me, I like the one where you get the rough and bumpy texture. That one be correct. Masa, oh, why lucky? Come body mobia usubai. Come body mobia usubai. Chairman General, I did chi at O level. I remember the tree master one day told the class that you need to be bold to do chi. That is, there are certain words which is difficult to mention. He says, for example, Sebi, Sasa, go with you. This is morning radio. Kwame, opening up to educate children of these days is not the problem. But if proper guidance is not given, they may end up trying it. That's the biggest challenge. Kwesi Reynolds in Agoda Debin. But according to Dr. Demi and Ifwadakwa, they're already trying it. So what do we do?
My study.
And according to Kabila's study over 20 years ago, 22 years ago, no more, yeah. And let us be honest, we started as teenagers, early teens, mid-teens, late teens.
I mean, yeah, what monocradia, mama, and papa, good, you know.
That's normal.
Oh, but that's the issue. Say, so, be 5-year-old, 6-year-old, any mom and papa, and they have a concept of what mommy and papa they do. You must be aware. Say, Charlie, you don't underestimate them.
Kwame, one thing is that with the condoms they are talking about, you can't even mention the name in Chi when you're going to buy it. Vespa at Das FM in Kintampo. So Vespa, what do you do when you're going to buy it? When I was younger, I asked my mother, where do women deliver their babies from? Kwame, up to today, she hasn't given me an answer. She only told me when I grow, I will know. Edwin from Achimota, well, I'm sure you know now, don't you? Kwame, last December, Uncle Ebo White, during one of his shows, they were sharing condoms because the condom company was the sponsor. Kwame, when I took my own, I turned around and saw some girl be looking at me. The way I was shy, at this stage, how do I teach my child? Since even me a grown up, I'm shy. Nana has your jury. How can you be shy? Nana has your jury. I know pam, you know. When a child asks you what a condom is, tell the child a paying for balloon. Mark from Dansoman. Quite good work done on our culture and tradition on sex education. I think we are where we are as a result of too much copy of Western culture and Christianity, Mugabe of Yags. Whether we teach our children or not, they will grow to know how to do it. We are taught by creation. Odeshi Ajabeng. Kwame, I learned about sex education in school. Wife of a king sends that one. We should educate the youth of today on how to use it, Chairman. Our world is now something else. Well, this morning, Kwame, I always call it CD. Joseph Sinclair Abraham. CD meaning condom. Use of condom is a foreign culture. How do you expect us to mention it openly? It is time for us to call, well, that's Gusty Man. It is time for us to call a spade a spade. The little ones know more than we do. Can you believe about 4 teenagers were watching porn on an Android phone in my village? Kwame, they were not afraid. They continued to watch even as we found out. Chosa in Taifa. Kwame, many people know what condoms are used for, but unfortunately, when we think of condoms, we think of illicit sex. Master Planner Junior Kintampo, then my question now is, what is illicit sex? Hey. Anyway, Kabila is too much. I love him and I love his project work. Kojo from Ablekuma. Kabila, many years. So Kabila wants to open the condom with his teeth. Michael Obima in Kumasi. Kabila just saying, and this is the only time you see. And I said, you see now those sing. And Pachoma was sending me a message, 0244 844 I have a few goodies to give away. My very first one. Yes, say if you can tell me what WIYDTVD is. WIYDTVD. WIYDTVD. Mo share your Facebook, Peter Square, the better so. Sex education for our children is very necessary. Kwame, God bless you for bringing it up this morning. By the way, I need a 2-bedroom house to rent. That's what I meet you. Okay, so feel free.
What question number?
Oh, my question maybe sounds in common here, Dino. When are your principal nursing officer? Intimate sure so a lot of experience. Then in your money be aware who then a person they can common.
Intinya person me de kan common who say.
Yo.
Senior Mr. Bonfe kind. Mo frana de wonim no baby I want your information if you so you're very important.
Yo.
Inti Ghana Health Service in our pamfo abomoding ama facility bia wo adolescent health corner. Na sa adolescent health corner what ya toyembo a training obia otimi your counseling otimi church bibia about reproductive health and reproductive health pe bibia for adolescent who biara ura sa adolescent health corner you are ebi wo ho enye adetrepe wo sua niema bebre
yeah, Ghana Health Service.
Ghana Health Service.
Okay.
Adolescent health corner wo niema pi awoye okọ ho a wotimi koye there were diversional therapies bebre wo books wo ho wo television na wotimi yi niema kire mo from a wo hwe wotimi kọ ho kọbo games wo ye niema bebre wo ho wo hu say am pay bebre no what the one from penyimfo na ye ding ma won say wo betimi I express won ho wo hwe adolescent needs are different from opening needs.
Yeah.
Worry background power ferry because about ko she obi wo ho afo say di pa ko no behu na ma wakoka che ne mama ana ne papa say mi hu aso mesi wa ha wo be ye den wa ha nti nwa bie baby kakra ma adolescent a wo ba be je reliable information undiluted information won je mfi won nam for ho na won fa anye but obeba ho na ya be cheche won bibie mu ye ka bibia ho asem enye reproductive health pe safe motherhood STIs.
Yeah.
Nara ye discuss wo ho. And I san wa san my bibi for wellness clinic. It is our wellness clinic in so wo facilities biemu. Utimi ba ye working. Ye ntiahwe. Oba you come and
Enti obekọ wen adolescent corner wellness clinic where you
facility bia e wo krom ha under Ghana Health Service.
Okay.
Schools no so was SHEP coordinators.
SHEP near than self-help?
There be SHEP, a school health education program.
Okay.
Until our coordinators are wash Sanyama way na want to tell girls club or schools, so that it can even start in the schools. Because you were in school adolescents and you were out school adolescents. Out school adolescents, most of the time, they access services at the hospitals. But who was school was SHEP coordinators, health coordinators, are what dealing with Sanyama way na because any our kind, from age 10 adolescent age to 24 mofrano ye sexually active as young as 9 years cry when your menses until from that time education should start from there. Now mofrano if they are educated and they are well informed they become more responsible when making choices. We don't know that, but when we give them the information and they are well informed they become more responsible. in maybe no parents and you feel some friendly bisa questions too much. But I say in your time, my one, now you answer one because they really want to know, and then we brush them off.
Now say why more Bonnie.
Why
I'm just putting it in context.
No, they are not.
That is how we were told.
We are told, yes.
And into we are bofra one year bra was we am penny sem we are bofra Bonnie, mo frank asasa.
But
it says you purchase we are seeing
the world has really changed. We are seeing those days I obey before complain. What can yes I must now the world has changed. We have to change with the times. As I say, you me lecture back or call one of these adolescent health programs outside of the country. Now, what year orientation you know? As they were going to their rooms and everything, there were boxes of condom for everybody to pick. Or say, even though she knew that, she felt that it was strange because new chrome, you know, it will never happen. It will never happen. But then she realized that. When we say Kolano are some people that are sexually active and they would experiment. So why not give it to them and then use it to protect themselves?
That's some crazy. What dilemma is this? No, it is a dilemma. Yes. Because I'm sure some mommy or aunt me aunt wofa me wofa yen penny fubika wudi enim yempo and I fair share ma you can tell that we're generations apart. Yes. Into how to marry sa to sanya nkita hudini ya ding inti obeden wa kire owufu bi se wo ba no baby awadu no then na oreka kire ana obebisa wo say
by yen ho sa e bi on ne maame na e bai na even policy on adolescent health no Abofrabia has the right to access reproductive health services, even without the consent, with or without the consent of the parents.
Yeah.
You cannot deny the child or you're sexually active in Kwandia. Even though we talk about abstinence, which is utmost priority, no, we still know that the children are sexually active, so they should be allowed to access reproductive health services. Now, so buy your home for counseling now, no mommy ba. I won't put the two of you together.
I was saying, and now what down from.
Many abofrano be kan bohun komo. Ama abofrano, oh yes, they are able to open up. What can one say in nature? Meanwhile, mamma no so feel say ne ba no ye. So pe chese ne ba ni nim asema kan me be.
How is that possible?
Seriously, just 2 days ago, I had the same issue. Mamma no felt say Nebano was innocent and was rather thinking say the opposite sex was rather influencing the child.
Just an Nebano was so above.
Oh yeah. But upon interrogation with Abofrano Abofrano even has started sex as early as when she was 13 years old. Yes. Sometimes what Peter police reports, what catch say boy be, but when you get the children, they will tell you, no, the boy is my boyfriend. I did it with consent.
Yeah, but at 13, legally, you cannot consent to sex. Maranis is 16-year consent, age of consent. But into a 13 or 14-year-old or a catcher who are consenting, you know, and Maraso is telling you something different.
Something different. Consent to marriage.
No, consent to sex is 16. Marriage is 18. Into Yamran cry very funny. Say at 16 she can have sex, but she's only 8. No, Kwabna just check it. Consent age is 16. Into after 16 is not defilement, it becomes rape if you forcibly sleep with a woman. Right. Into at age 18 no, ubiti be aware. Iti mamines so how can a 14-year-old say so are consenting? Because
but then Obakacho say he's already my boyfriend and he didn't force me.
Ain't you get this at your clinic?
Yes, I do. Just 2 days ago, I say he used a word. I say no, this is not my first boyfriend. I say no, this is not my first boyfriend. I had one in the past. So I asked, how old are you? 16. So which past are you talking about?
Or no past at 16?
It was say, which past are you talking about? Or say when I was around 13 years. So when the mother had to come in after Yenyabofrana Kasano, the mother was like, no, my child is innocent. Maybe no, only baby ampo.
Share.
But apparently the girl had been out of the house for like 3 days. They were looking for her and they didn't know where she was.
Abofrane 53 days.
3 days. And they didn't know where she was. So we had to sit the mother down. Now you catch her and say, look, Onya Bofra, onimwe.
Me sure say mama na NGND.
When she still didn't want to. But behavior change, it takes time. Behavior change takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of contemplation, willpower. It takes a lot of time. Into a gradual process. Yebeduho and so ebeche.
Sasa says, Chairman, on the issue of Kabila and the condoms, it is not as if he doesn't know how to use it. The thing is that when you're in a hurry, you are tempted to use your teeth. So, Sasa doesn't become choice.
But Kwame, he wasn't in a hurry in this instance.
Well, so
there was nothing happening here. So
maybe it is his way of life. He's always in a hurry.
We need to teach him.
Yes, the two of us we are highly disturbed over this. So please, for everybody listening,
no comment.
Don't use your teeth or your mouth or anything. You just pull it one side from the other like this, your left going the other way, and just pull it apart.
When you think that everybody has a luxury of time?
Well, even in the heat of the moment, by default and by our training, we want everybody to practice the right thing, please.
Now this one says, ask that.
It used to say, it better compromise a condom no integrity. Oh, Debbie, Obetume said that Betuma compromise in integrity. Into on ye as Obetum, but you believe in it a chance. Yeah. Oh, it's not as efficacious or efficable. Yes. Into for that reason, we don't want to compromise the integrity.
Ask
of
Dr. Demi for me. Kwame.
Yes.
You let your wife see condom in your pocket. You will hear something. Dr. Demi, yes, me.
Yes. So what's the question?
I didn't know wife who condom when you pocket and natural baba.
Well, there's always the instance where Mamin Kechi Anafante. Say Abia Besiani Yim there on an anukun won't use a condom. Abia will use other family planning method. Into Yimpefe there. Nyon no use them a protective with nikun into biomi so be raise a suspicion. By we have faith there, Obia will be remain faithful to his spouse into exactly because Masumin and Mamma chicha condoms in Tabia or Noka being you for chicha condoms ni be my one. Yeah, we are panay in a chode on you be bonny bianore.
But I think the Nerino should be happy.
Yes,
that your husband has taken the initiative to have a condom. Yes.
Only Morocco.
I think the wife should be happy. As I said, at least if you think he's doing something, he's protecting himself. At the very least.
The question is, why is he doing something to start with?
Now only the men can
answer.
Well, we are not being interrogated at this point. Yeah. We are talking about our children, not us.
Yes.
But Obese Kwame, I went to school in England. When I turned 17, I was put on a pill by our school doctor in England when he found out I had a boyfriend. So schools can really help.
Yeah.
Dr. Emi, schools, no money.
Oh, we do a lot with the schools. Last week about Ghana Education Service assigned a memorandum of agreement, MOU for short. Into all their schools, they may say if we can, what was school health education programs on your ship, and each school has a lead. Usually with either the headmaster or the headmistress or the head teacher or dedicated teacher or staff member will be with school anymore. Although focus on school health in its entirety. Into Juma all across the schools in Ghana, we are working by your focal areas in the northern part of Ghana, northeast, northern and savannah. But definitely working with GES, certainly the principle is abstinence first, but then we also provide the education because with Ghana Health Services, so like if I said, it's adolescents' right. Okay, they are protected by the laws.
As for Dr. Demi, I've given her a new name. Menam Namichiche. And that is from George in Rage.
You, George Martin.
Kwame, when we were young, in the 50s and 60s, our older brothers called condoms French letters because the popular condom brand was Durex. But we hardly talk or hear about sex, not to talk about condoms. But we really need sex education. Uncle Abel Clark in Tessano. Let me just say, I know Uncle Abel Clark is in his 70s. Into Swakasa. Dr. Smart Sapong, who's quite a regular panelist here. Also, Kwame, children between 5 and 16 must know everything, including sex. They accept and absorb things better at that age. Let's all teach them. By the way, I hope the ladies will leave some of the vanilla there till Friday when I come. Dr. Sapon, I'll make sure. Also vanilla. I started sex education with my now 13-year-old daughter when she was only 6. And she knew what sex was at that time. After listening to her knowledge on sex, I took the opportunity to let her know sex is for adults and married people. We should not underestimate these children. My son always asked me questions on sex and reproductive systems when they started learning it in school. Akosia in Tema. Akosia Medasi. My cousin Fred, typical Ekroponfo. Fred is say, Chairman General, Yemreso. And can you be trying to make a drubia? What is true? Obe tria CCO. I don't answer. A 14-year-old cannot consent to sex. Here's the problem. If the boy is also 14, then you have a conundrum on your hands. If the sexual partner is an adult, then he has committed pedophilia, which is a crime. Now, Kwame, one reason you should condom, wufi kura condom no check than say wu kutukum. There's so much hypocrisy in Ghana. As Sydney sang, every man wants to marry a virgin. Yet it's the same men who do not allow the girls to reach that age. Well, I don't know about every man wanting a virgin, but Kwame, with this consent law, what if 2 15-year-olds do it with consent? Who's to blame? It's a Yawa law. Okuku seku kabnapoku. That's the matter, but it's the law. It is the law. I think the law has to be looked at again. Even those of us who were adolescents in the 1980s, certain people started having their menses at 12. And around that time, the body is mature for sex. Now, kids have menses at 8 and 9. This is, by the way, when did Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, conceive him? It was between 15 and 16 years old. Education is key. I mean, I don't know. I don't know when Mary was conceived, though. In Chipacho, Kwame, is the nurse telling us that our wives should be happy when they see condoms in our wallets? Hey, this matter where you ask, I'll never forget that day. It happened to him. Now, this one says, Kwame, the world has changed by whose dictates? Social media, by red children from ghettos in US, UK, and Germany. Middle-class Euro-Americans behave properly, just like the way we were brought up. It is shameful that we allow street kids to dictate our behavioral change in Ghana. Nana, whether it is shameful or not, that is the reality of our lives today. Inti enono na ye yending. Anyway, well, we'll wrap up this conversation. Kwame, I am almost 59 years old, but I am unable to discuss sex with my children. It's too heavy on my lips. 59. Oh, Master, and I mean 52 and a half for Kurami de meet me king. Actually, my son is 20 years old today. And it was come away. We talk, and I'll tell you what we talk about. But Iron Man says vanilla is sweeter than strawberry. Tell Dr. Anyway, and so Kwame, we said the song Kwakesi Dondo remix featuring Sarkodie, Mr. Easy Medical. Hey, all right. So these things are there. My mother never discussed anything concerning sex with me. It was a total taboo in our homes. In community, We're just looking at, I don't even know what we should call them, children. Sex education must be encouraged and reinforced in our schools from preschool. There's everything good about it. Kwame, if we don't teach our children the right way, somebody may teach them the wrong way. Dr. Kingsley Nyakon, MP Kwadaso. That's an interesting one. If we don't teach our kids the right way, somebody may teach them the wrong way. Dr. Kingsley Nyako. Dr. Demi, Obisimin Kancho say some of us are experts at opening the condoms with our teeth. We will still open it that way.
Oh, please, I beg you. On this one, to this listener, please, that is not the right way. So try and change it. Just rip it apart with your hands.
Kofi A.K. Henry. Interesting, sensitive topic. I remember when we were drawing on the concept for a condom advert in the early 90s at Hamco, originators of Music for You. Our kids, our internet peers, you are asking, say, the law is a Ghanaian law. Kabila Swacheki.
Yeah.
It's a law passed by the Parliament of Ghana. At age 16 is the age of consent in Ghana. Obviously, in Japan, the age of consent is 13. Yeah? 13. I see. Well,
Chairman General.
Kwara, yanko wa mora ni ewie na
just
me
I'm not sure whether it's 11. Exactly as I captured it in the project work, but proper sex education guarantees abstinence.
Ose,
proper sex education guarantees abstinence. It boosts marital sex. I'm sure I'm paraphrasing something from my project work. Maybe.
Dr. Dami, Mami Misao, in spite of condoms, ring be epel lubricants. Obi will say, oh, you see olive oil. Obi also you see cocoa butter, Vaseline, baby oil. Maybe you see saliva near there. You see a lotion with a friend, a krube. And other ointments, dragon spray, water near there. I'll come to you now, Kwame Naka, baby.
Anyway, how does he come to this conclusion that proper sex education boosts marital sex?
You mean he's talking rubbish?
I'm paraphrasing something from a study I did.
Peace FM
guarantees abstinence. It boosts marital sex. Boost.
Well, I'll patch them as some can. Am I wrong?
Proper sex education, is it to married couples you are doing proper sex education? If you did it at the level of the children.
No. The target included parents.
Married couples are the ones you did the sex
yes, parents.
What were you educating them on?
About international code between Awon and Wamba in terms of the education.
Awon and Wamba now.
No, they were educated. See, Kwame.
And not between them.
No.
The correlation that proper sex education boosts marital sex.
Kwame,
how does it boost marital sex?
Good. Say, and now I'm saying onim na husuo. They said you see TNT. Oma ne partner no so hu de e ma ne tinka e wo enamu nsemu. Enti on otimi di ho nkomo abra on fere. Say, oh, ene koye, ene ankoye. Some common now, Boama, Awaremu, and Kitamudia, no, so ye, I say a tia, but the me who ye or a Difiana, me, no, I won't know.
Now, Dr. Let me miss a quick one. Lubrication, condoms, this idea, no quick comments on it.
Yes, so real quick.
Me tell you, and there's a cafanti.
You make a fancy. Now, one of the nyama oba with condom use nye dryness no nye friction into lubricants no nye condoms were your best friends into use it together obema bibia wo mpem no wa koye but motinye there or they use the right kind of lubricant with a latex condom.
What's the right kind?
The right kind nye bibia water based and a silicone based. Yempede yebe use bibi oil base into nimu Vaseline na nimu shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, anointing oil, but nyini na baby oil na adi nyina Pocho on now a contraindicated not share the on ye latest condoms on your compatible because or break it down in integrity. Water based.
Like water
me kadin so I want no more. But me patch the water based.
And maybe say the so I want no more babuane.
There be.
Obi wa bia na so abuano.
Oh, there be unsustain the lubrication that you need to enjoy sexual activity. Until soon unche be obey dry, then you'll be back to the friction.
But second the water based, about water based.
Lubricant into what on lubrication and lubricants and lube pharmacies na shell shops na goil shops na any retail outlet generally. So what on condoms are what on lubricants and so there are many popular name brands. I mean the name but with Ebony condom it's variant but a co-package with a condom for your convenience. Into condom ninya to ne use lubricants and so but to ne to me use.
I see that one. Ghana Health Service into only 18 years untimi masse oba beye in common about family planning contraception. You can't?
Me pacho entisa below 18 years once you are sexually active me pacho you can just walk in to come and access services.
I see.
You shouldn't be 18 once then you'll be even from age 5. It is important to talk about sexual reproductive health, so we shouldn't be 18. Once you are sexually active, you can walk into any of our hospitals and access services.
Nana Kwesi says, when I was 28 years old, I had a JHS3 girlfriend who was 18. She came to my room one day and offered herself, saying it was her first time. Afterwards, I asked her why. She said she'd been hearing her friends talking about their boyfriends, so she wanted to know how it is. I think parents are not doing enough in terms of sex education. By the way, Kwame told doctor said we will use Abefunku. Elijah Kaswari, don't be silly. Anyway, I'm sure you Kwame, just let's educate our children about sex. It's better for them to know it from us than from their friends. Anyway, right, I think we can wrap it up. But maybe finally, Minko, final thoughts from Dr. Demi, then I'll come to you, Dakwan. And Sunday, yeah, kasa about, let me just remind you, Ebony condoms. There are 4 flavors: vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, and peppermint. That is Kwame Duncan's problem. I'll say, baby, yo. Now, condoms, so now vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, peppermint. Well, 4 flavors. Choose the flavor that you like. And Ebony condoms will help you make it worth it. Well, he will testify. You'll find Ebony condoms in all pharmacies, chemical shops, over the counter, blah, 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 blah. But if you want bulk purchase, 055-23-00075, 055-23-00075, 0302-813-164. Ebony condoms, Ghana's most pleasurable condoms. Make it worth it. Dr. Demi, final comments.
Pocho, you Uncle Kwame. The research is there. Kabila did the project with, but there's a lot of current recent research that has employed all your research methodologies, and all these findings still hold and remain true. So we certainly have to have the conversation to shift the paradigm. But Ebony condoms here will promo kakrebia yere from February 6th to the 28th. Echo any of your wholesale outlets, net or dispenser on them box equal. White box equal. It's a cora with your pen and on your Ebony branded chocolate. You the February, the month of chocolate. It's a BNI Yabama display units core pen na branded chocolate on your t-shirt and so forth and so on. In Tibetuma wholesale outlets na ewa nkranha Oson's chemist wo East Cantonment chemist Nisi NS Bedita Odosupi Aikwa Shanti region so Pearl Lane and onye Danny Farmer and onye Oson's and so BA Medcourt Pharmacy Central onye Western Eko Nisi Capital Med Cape Coast Pharmacy nade into share pharmaceutical wholesalers no baby P be hu epede hu a betuma frɛ 0593972410 0593972410 nti kwame medemano besi ha medase p
medase mamines da kwan den also do anu besi.
Okay, nya me be chat to no say charity they say begin at home and it certainly should end there. Ghana Health Service in Apamfo Iriye Yafamude Ghana education nso yɛrɛ afa mu de nanso so awofo no titiriw ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ wɔbɔ wɔn ho mmɔden na wɔbreki saa cultural barrier concerning reproductive health no na wɔtumi kyerɛkyerɛ wɔn mma no about sexual reproductive program ɛbɛboa yɛn bebree sɛ wɔn ano yɛ wɔn duru bebree a wɔtumi ba yɛn hɔ adolescent health corner na wɔba yɛn hɔ a yɛbɛtumi akyerɛ wɔn sɛnea wɔbɛyɛ a wɔbɛtumi ne wɔn mma abɔ saa nkɔmmɔ no wɔ fie na yɛmfa mmoa mmɔfra no
Medasi Obia research video boy or say Kwame, once the legal age of consent set by the penal code in Japan is 13 years old, there are other multiple laws imposing penalties for engaging in lewd acts with minors and also alcohol. So Japan is 13, Nigeria is 11, the US is 18, Angola is 12, Philippines is 12. Hey. Well, the issue of sex education, interesting. Let's all learn to teach them about sex. Please tell them to leave chocolate flavor for me. Go to the pharmacy and buy your own and I surgery. Don't be silly. Dr. Demi, my darling.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kwame.
And
it's always a pleasure.
Always, Medasi. If we are that,
yes.
I no pay Medasi.
Miss Medasi.
And when when we come back, we'll not be talking about sex. We'll be talking about politics and matters arising. Now, do you remember this song? This song. Over 20 years ago, I'll tell you the story shortly.
Peace FM.
Reasons for reggae, yeah.
Sometime this week. Yeah, rediscovered. Michael Jojoji, you don't know something I'm about to tell you. I first played the song on radio about 27 years ago.
Remember my friend.
Yeah, I did. This song was a sick tune for my show called Reggae Reasons, then on Radio Gold. And later, I brought Prime Eye on, Sharp Guy, and left it for him. This song brings me memories
It is the music of this living and the
of times gone by, good times. So to Prime Eye, wherever you are, I stretch a hand of love and friendship and brotherliness to you.
music
And to my posse,
continent.
Jamis, BB Manson,
The branch of a solid
and the entire squad.
made international.
Yeah, this was it.
Sweat, blood, and tears.
Sung by Francis Fuster,
It is the rhythm of a
entitled Reggae Reasons.
covering.
Truly beautiful song.
Christopher Columbus was a damn nasty liar. patience is grown in
vineyard. So remember, my friends, you got to do what you want to do.
Peace
Remember,
FM.
my friend,
You got to do what you want to do. Buda, 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 boom, boom. Reggae reasons. To-do-do.
reggae reasons,
Reasons for reggae, yeah.
reggae reasons.
Pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa da 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 dum. Toot, 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 toot. Yeah, could you question good morning? Going back in time. Yeah, Michael. Latabio Koshi days, I know. Silly. You remember?
Christopher Columbus was a damn nasty liar. This world is plastic.
And my patience is going in vineyard.
So remember, my friend, you got to do what you want to do.
Control the Africans, old-time business, control Jamaicans, old-time business, control the Indians, it's even control the Americans. Christopher Columbus was a dirty liar.
104.3. Good to meet.
Somebody says time flies. Yes, indeed, time flies. Secret Suffer reminds me I gave you some of my reggae CDs. You remember? Yeah, Bob Marley, Secret. I remember, pa. Kwame Frimpong Buffalo. You're remembering all this, Kwame? Yes, I am. Nana Yasuti says, I remember Poncho Man. Joe Bonf, time indeed flies. Yeah, we live and learn. As I mentioned, about 27 years ago, I played this song for the first time on radio.
Music, this is.
Akomko.
Yes, it is. This is reggae music. Is it? Yes, it is. Do you know what reggae music is?
And it's the Usubempa. Akomko ampa.
We do, and we will.
Obviously, those days I was crushing on you. Really? Happy 60th birthday to the very beautiful, elegant, and intelligent Shirley Ayoko Boche, Ghana's foreign minister. Can you believe it? Ayoko is 60. She deformed. And so to you, Foreign Minister Ayoko Boche, from your entire secretariat, your staff at the ministry, loved ones, friends, and all of that, we say happy 60th birthday to you.
Which
So much love.
it is the rhythm of a people. We are fast recovering. Christopher Columbus was a damn nasty liar.
Kwame Duncan waha, James Kwame Bonfe waha.
And my patience is grown.
Mekoya Marisha Fulaba.
So remember, my friend,
You got to do what you. Irakusia, thank you. You said you were young and innocent. Somebody says, where's Poncho Man? Well, I know Poncho is in the US somewhere.
reggae reasons for reggae, yeah. Reggae reasons.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet.
Kwara,
Rapani.
say you didn't come into this year to us.
Etraso.
Obra
Yokun. Okuma mine na nye ya okuma okru. Okuma okru na nye ya okuma wabusuya. Okuma wabusuya na nye ya okuma ho. Da adase gina akono. Enti yetwaso yepimso.
Yeah, Pimso.
Yeah.
A positivity.
Hey, wow. Umbra.
The ebullient, the irrepressible, the loquaciously exciting Kwame Duncan. If I the excitingly loquacious. And I pay me one day, I can.
I think we say it's radio. Yeah, but I was ha ha.
In terms of Vimubim.
That's right. No, I say you are Kwame.
Oh, Kwame Duncan. Kamena Duncan. Kana?
Chairman General.
Richard Funeniana.
Me pacho.
Eto say?
Ma me fa bibi tew emfamu asa. With the public interest.
Metie.
So okoto ade wo.
And there were two issues. Domestic debt and a reshuffle. Into no meteor.
Okoto ade wo supermarket. Pharmacy.
And there's a parliament boy.
And okay, a bit to be at a front kakra. No, yes, up on in what can you sape?
Surprise you, man.
And a surprise room. Kokrokoo.
In a hint now on your surprise.
Mamma, was ya, the crater, no, I say.
Kwame, okoto ade na ye di receipt mawa eya hwem kakra. Say ye VAT a component wo suo enema na kasa watoto no ebo ewo so ehwa kuntabu no eya kenso kakra na hwe se esisusu sa na anase wo career ene ne yepe de tosu bio obia wudi usikasie bank ana wakatua fa bank memfa ho ne bank ko but bank biara bosome na wotwe bosome miensentem bo modern say obehwehwe wonkrata no mu say sika ye tetew no ni nyina saa pepepe ana na wusika eda ho no ne saa pepepe ana kwame we de eye kokobo a mesre Ghana fo nyina say yemma yani nko nima bi ho na nima bi wo no ma ya na enko yie fi say yankasa no yemma yani enko nima bi ho me de no ebesi wo no public interest matter no General reshuffle me ni said ya be a bit my friend say reshuffle
no then
reshuffle there I say meti baby ameti say the candidate I surprise candidate Bombay seat na meti enti I say say me meti ni chem ha na and then no what to me dia kwatena ba bia kwam na we na se senkanka luti wo ha na meni na di eno na e be friend reshuffle but se si abombe ni on na mabetena na konwa mu a
eno ni reshuffle no
eno no o friend reshuffle a menyi ni se esi wow because bombe obaba pe it is not a replacement and I say me babe G ayi dibra ekuta no dabi nhweso for a period. But having said that, me visa metihanmo susu in my own right. Inti ocean is aso so a ayi mampani anamo na watu no. Mpani bia woni wo mu ye adwuma a wo mu aka se wo mu ntumi ne nya adwuma biom enam daeson ani anisodi hunu a won de ato won ho so nti no wo mu efi amamu anase na ban no mu ena all pe nanamu omanamu sifo. But oko deputy ministers apenso efam na wayi obi efri energy as say no onye ne deputy biom oye no minister of state e finance ena wayi deputy ba kwa free trade ena wode no ko energy etino ehon mu no de obetuma ka say reshuffle but ministers no
enti wa reshuffle bi no asese bi
and I what be ashamed
that's right because KT Amon aba
ena Brian
Achampon aba agrek
right ena why minua pani osebo nso amoa
obi
state ewo local government wa no ho but no ho as deputy minister say no minister of state Chairman General ni nyina de meka say ye ma mu trinkwa na mama mampani se onhye ne sapomu nsuo kese na menhwe enkeka kese a eba no the call for reshuffle no pa de na manfo hwe animu ni se photosan for dibre no nsesan bi beko
Yeah.
Na min hanhamani anka ɔyɛ nsɛkyerɛmu sɛ dan na saa dibra no deɛ ɛka sɛ deɛ sitie ya menyi ni sɛ the political effect of a reshuffle no ebe achieve nti no mampani ɔnhwɛ hɔ no mu yie kakra sɛ ɛtɔda na ohu yɛ ahi wɔ nneɛma bi ho a ɛnyɛ sɛ deɛ woyɛ no na ɛnyɛ wo amanfoɔ na wɔmfi sɛ ohu yɛ wɔ mu ahi a ɛtɔda a wotwɛn so anaa twɛn ho kakra ɛbɛboa nti ne foto samfoɔ no asɛm ne deɛ ɔbɛhwɛ hɔ no mu yie paa na waka ɛbɛboa firi sɛ kwame
kara
adwuma mampani ne napamfo wɔn ayɛ paa no min hanhamani ka wɔn nyɛ sɛ deɛ esi pɛ no nyinaa but they worked and they are working me kɔntekyi man ɛyɛ miminda ɛyɛ friends miminda etwa mu yi in fact miminda etwa mu me kɔ na nwumre ɛna tekyi man nti sunday kwasida na me tekyi man na me bɔ ntoa kakra ɛna me nante me ba so me fa kumase tama gye na nwuma ɛkɔ so o
ta
oh yes me ba so me fro bus o hwa ɛyɛ ofankɔ barrier ɛde ba pokuase hɔ mo na saa na donko bi na dan fifi hɔ mo no kwa mo sɛ ya filia ma sɛ ɛyi ɛya abeduru ɛyi ne soro pa o ayɛ kwan ho adwuma ansa na wo free ɛyɛ baabi a nsawom baabi kwan yɛ branch fa foforo yi ɔmo yɛ kwan foforo no baabi yɛ branch fa no wo free hɔ no de ba amasaman wo sɛ adwuma ɛkɔ so hɔ no contractors yɛ adwuma na afei so chairman general ya me pese me kai omanfo kakra mfie be se numu ntamu nie yente se dagbon base bi akoso
mboko na hayin
yes but me pese me kan dagbon be kai from about 2002
me kai
to 2017 na da biara bo acha ne amfi ba ko ne afi mienu ntam sei ene ayasundwe wonu mo na empo na wo mu susu se asundwe na aba hɔ no ɛbɛkyɛ no ene ani wu aba mampani ɔbɛto ade na mampani kofo hyɛ aseɛ mampani meals bɛgya to hɔ mampani mahama bɛbɛwie na ɔno so san kɔsɔ mu barankyɛ ɛna ne bere so yɛ ɛna mampani akofo adode ahoɔden hyɛ mu kɛse ɛma nɛ asundwe wɔ dago bɔko aba ɛsɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ ne yɛsɔ ɛno so ano but me ka achievement a the key thing kwame me mofra bre mu a manyini me so matwam 40 o man who does a Independence Day celebration na nke betimi a ye na outside Accra but it has happened na no dey ye koye no Cape Coast Central region it changed the dynamics of that region within the period of a week or two economic social cultural education bibia enti sa kasa se enam se wo ye ahinti wonya hwe no etoda na mampani akoya se wa so ka wo bi na wa masa de no ba de na ma wo ye ahin omafo dodo no a de omani akosi soafo ba ko so se eyo nyina so eni nyina so we live in a socially constructed world and politics muso de perception is everything nti kwa me nka ma no wa me ka se mampani se si ayi wo mo odi o mo aba no mo nyina consider se o mo aba in as injury time players and I say extra time obi an fa okoden ne nse yo emra no mbehiem na tu hwache ene ahofama pa mampani ohun ya wo frɛ mu no mo so mo mehye mo ho anyonyam na nhye kwan a wode ama mo no nhye na anyonyam me gidi pa say ye o manfo yi chama general anya de nipa ya to aba ma no de obeye nyina na yepe ba ye nti ase say ya di dibre ana tumi ama obi no ya ma no ho kwan say onye nema bi ya ka bibi na ontie na say obeya sabi mampani onye mampani forever ye nya abotre na yɛnhunu sɛ biribia ɛwɔ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ na ne nyinaa so no ɛbɛtwa mu akɔ ma yɛnka sɛ makasa ma me nua pani Kwamena Danka ne nya adwene nti sɛbi deɛ papa a wayɛ da biara no menhwɛ no mekɔ ka ne nyina gu yɛmfa saa nkyekyere man ma ne nyɛ yi ti mɛsrɛ na maka sɛ yɛn nyinaa adwobrɛ na afei so yɛbɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ mmarahyɛ badwa fie yɛbɛtoto ɔma no kakra na deɛ ɛbɛkɔ so wɔ no nyinaa meyɛhwɛ sɛ deputy ministers no deɛ I have vetted omo dada no. Omo de I don't think they will go for vetting. But omo aye omo ministers say no. So they are ministers now.
Say who are elevated.
That's right. Ministers of state. Omo na ye bombe ko vetting nti ye be mo nyina trim kwa na ya bompa ya tachi so say omo koso so a omo da di say anamo amampani atu na ode tumi ahye wo mo nsa no ebeko ya amamo na kwa me ka bibi na me dia awie ho no January 7 year twa mu na amamra ya ye di adwuma yi ana ye ka me mami nka bia ye hya ase afi apem hankron adukron miensa 1993 dabi na
anyway, it came into April 92, but eventually it came into force 7th January 93.
We refer to it as the 1992 Constitution.
That's right.
But really, the time it came into force was 7th January.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Ntimfie aduasa pepepe ene no eye opepon da to so na ye holiday nti anya ho ani nkomo na chairman general Oshe
tache mu atwam na akafa aban
o media me link you to something say on my way the way you see chichiri ye niema no 30 years na aban na 30 years no mu no yanya party sponsored presidents not party in government and yanya party sponsored parliamentary candidates or parliamentarians and I been so on ma call independent na kuntabu kakra bia me ye no mfi aduasa no NDC sponsored presidential candidates anya mfie dunsia MPP sponsored presidential candidates anya mfie du 9 14 against 16 parliamentary NDC sponsored parliamentary parliamentarians akọ parliaments ni nyina ba kokra ni won mo afi mu in fact one hold majority side for 16 years consistent with presidential sponsored period now woman and MPP for so almost MPP sponsored candidates akọ parliament only from 1997 enti uhwemu a one so anya majority sponsored parliament for 12 years mfiemienu ntemu ni no what we have is a hung parliament unto whom much is given much is expected mi wo gidie ni arehemu se ye demokradie na misro nse ye miado ene abadaye ene ahobrase eka bomu ya ebebo ye nyina if you say ye chichire man ye ka se amanyo eno nkyere se ye nyina ya adwene be ye pepepe da na mo se ebeji atum se mene wa adwene ankohia benkrom kra ese se ye gitum se ya chinyegye nu mpo ese se ko oman ni ya ne sa ye benya ye ho abotre na mpuntuo enye prekope mpuntuo ne kwan ware mpuntuo eko edi dane da ye de nokre ne nsiyo ne odoya ebeyi medase chairman general
Kwamena Pachobrem
yo chairman general na pe menchi osonko kra na menchi a wetifu empem
ya jodo
kan finfrimanto mufo na nje ezienyo ya de bwa kama na nje imle nde ebe surprise na wambado onyinda mpemfo so wo china anti kweku no bombe de meshe bia na pe
de ukwe kwe
na pe mi chio a lot
lotus man
yeah la lotus man allotismanism.
Mm-hmm.
I say, we mention be say, it's a Ogua apartment too. Say, it's a command too. Say, Abashanka ho. I say, we may be no premature. Na, I'm a mention of man pain and no cover.
What you do?
That's right. And Rebecca.
You mean my beautiful Rebecca?
My beautiful Rebecca. Maybe under Mamusha, never did.
Mahamadou.
Oh, Kwame.
Kwame na.
Messi, he is the president Ghana must have. Says ma nothing work akayen. Oh biara. Igina baby for friend. Otira make gina mpa no na esopo aswachim. Na pere piankwachi. Nothing work akayen.
Na se ncho suru bia na adwen.
Kwame. Kwame, it is the wisest thing this party must do. The wisest thing. The party needs party ni honi. The image, the name, the future of this party. Kwame
na
will be best decided by making the vice president bear our flag and lead us into victory in December 2024. It is the wisest thing. The wisest thing. The party may be. We have kanko. Now no me. Adwenantanta na chinje bia wo ho. Do ogba ada oboru wiade. Obo Ghana man na ode oye MPP na agba ade bai mande abaye MPP. Wa yewe. Wa hihye we dada. Maka no go pay. Na sezi agora mpo se gbe wenyu a uhu do wenyu odo odenyu odo. He has conducted himself well, Kwame. Mr. Fourth Republic. Go back. Do a profile check of all the vice presidents we've had. Oh yeah.
2 of them later became president.
Yes. Now my picture there. Mawadzi an activist office. And then again working so closely with his boss. And who there or power the overreaching his boss. Never. And yet in the world or the man boss na. Na one time also keke. Na Kwame. There oh yeah bibi today. Oh boy chidom. Ne chidom na jumore ya no kran. Oti ahu harakar the bomanum. Yandama pi na ni yebunya agodo ya fan for free. But go back 10-15 years. They were not like this. Ndama pi ya kokoso la ya dam prepare the vice presidency. Sasani na. Ibi oso wa wo ba be ma. Bosuma esia bosuma akron. Ya kwato wimi hen da ma. Asredafo na wotum wo bopo. What she said, the mayor 9 months into office. 9 months. Yan she said, the mayor kote, on mine sika, yetro kwakoto, you me hang that bois. I saw that from Hujma warrior what the boy mine who bank. Quia, Mafada, many biabasham kutukum. 9 months, just 9 months. Baumia, solid. Na medaya mehuyame na manamru bobutua
I go agree you
so bem
ebi
medaya mehuyame Kwame obedi vice president 3.5 years ni payin dan na hwaban 6 months as president sounds obedi 4 years the kan yehuni Ghana. We saw it. Man, 4 years be a waka. And no who nyina bambado The maybe 4 years. No quite. O yene kakra ba wiadi mu. Wa mama sikasam ayeden. Nanso yo no no odo mama hwe firi yan ho. Ma ma hwe firi yan ho da. Anu de bi anya ayeden yan sa ba hye hanu. Da me mero so wa apa ho. Nto man pa ina bedechi. Alaji doctor Mamudu Baumia anepe micho no ye wo kafo aye here sister ba kopia. And you see one unique thing about this couple.
Yes.
They send to me Gina campaign platform do. Let's see others whether we have this extra energy and extra bonus, whether we have it. Gina campaign platform do Kwame. My goodness. A huge asset. And see Aba pay nebedechi. Oye Aba say first one you Samira. Me wo bia me chewa na pay. Kwa mi nansa na maba won hihye mada topon do. Hwe maba we Africa sidwa. Mamu na maka ho. Mamu na maka party a kwa me mpanyimfo a wodi wanyim panyina a woyin gina oman nyina gina yanyim kada oye 2024 abaye o wohanyim ya yerboto yi se won kompa wodi botwa for power se hwe ma oye ebedechi adoka manabra boti se hwe oya fifi kwete ana kwete nansam 2008 in the more year there if the electoral commission made any attempt this country will burn se hwe yamin that year of 2024 elections will be a battle, will be a war. Kwame, are you surprised that a youth organizer, a constituency youth organizer, I'm a trying of Casa, or be before a politician, a Jamaica? Some trying American, number of me home. A constituency youth organizer. Oda kukudru pa no de kasa agukudru de ne se no misi na bo da ba no wo hanyim na ye boto o hye ne dom oye ne constituency mu from amranta gatesia NDC for no hye ho de so wo de trumpo na wo de bo one people ya bonutru hey no kani na Kwame o kada hempem for ye yu a wo national akwanchira was my hearing all of this in the video akwanchira was my hearing the way to go hempem for one clan or your national executives mo watch that young kwan a youth organizer is so emboldened to speak this way and you think that Kwame he is the only person. And this insensia me ko wian there pemfo a wada ho anon akakabinsam to trusam modo mannom we baba na youth organizer entempem na ne mompempem a worite wo ma yan fa futuom aman yeku a mosi won yodon there wo petum wo kwa bia do na so de wo de won kwa kra twado a wo de bo twado onen sasunti esukọ no makra owom tumi gina simpanyim shano dom de owu biara abohu MPP yin etuminti etura afoban na kun this how far we have come Kwame na makan de mewen
but police force were hwehwen them na police for catch
Kwame yes that is the job the police must do But I'm telling you that it's deep seated. It is deep, very, very deep seated. In fact, why do you want to say Martin? Because Obradin Nanta said today. Opina where you are, but the Kuanu on your there, yet the Adrinichre, Kwame, yet the Adrinichre. Ena akumapa ye wo man hu ne ye diriba ye adwuma aboa mo man ya kwanyim abaya mo ato amami mpemfo ba kire Ghana den ye den oye sonko wa adwene kire amambum. Those were not the words which proceeded from his mouth. More kind there. One kwa. Elections. Oye life and death matter. A chairman of a political party. And we are seeing the effect. We are seeing it. The 2 minutes handsome. What me into your awful? Kwame
na.
Anepe. Mawa upunga si do ye. President finally makes ministerial changes. I wonder how you couch your finally.
Well, because of all the noise,
oh my goodness,
the agitation.
Editorial headlines now. No way, so at the figures now, the benevolent dictator. At the figures also about us the 4 new nominees to elevated headlines. No, but the children there. But some describe reshuffle as cosmetic. Oh, P7. I say.
Untumin taki.
104.3. Hey.
Kamera.
Na muya. Obi so nsame show. Nanda. Enambre shebogwe wo krofin wasan bai na Kwame me da babisa na Kwame Kwame no da na zire ye twapie abi no mo fi asam me da Kwame ntima mama nka mama nka ansa na daba abi mo fi asam na Kwame afande twapie ye
na nche obi ni fi asam
abai
because why would you cry into me set date as your primaries
and the able win to me and I say what's our children call it's Adofenia or Wonka and the kind of woman say or Jemu with the menda able win the end able we are better Kwame
na
it's a sad story. It's a very sad story. Sure bia na American mate obi onyim Martin amfefi do na omayantendam Kwame, as far as I can recall, parliamentary leadership yenya na nsesa damada onsi damada mayo tasi inde ya to abewie ewo mechen na parliament a convene when changes oba sa parliament sa what session na bia bia majority leader, but for minority you can't be in government or you are not in government and say be a majority leader and they be a deputy na why are minister Kwame ato me enti why are minister na chi no so wa hwe na wa hyehye ma obi dam na so far ona me che de ma ja atum e bia mama kan meti e wo moya mo ti dam oya obo ebira mama kan obo na ebira fabra. Now as far as I can recall that is the way parliamentary leadership, that's how both parties have handled.
na ma wa kodo da nwi when this afam Kwame oh yeah papa na nchempemfo ma wa kan de impa another ai konfu bona watna yarfo ho ma konfu papa abotonen Kwame wonyi na mo you have a minority leader Kwame Sumba by a year or a year and a half ago parting on the communication officer no or the bun not the bon what come then what on her conscience I mean make a some do no see my other point do major what's the minority leader nani colleagues including Muntaka and Nikakon communications officer sure woman the two names and Facebook do that and painful I was the party name more parliament what on her conscience no by ya Makwesi bring friend albatross about the whole coma for the rest of their lives Kikan some akasa as some of Bakukoda oh the champion free party parliamentary party painful Kwame wan kada obi onyim se bi oni na bankum finan fa ana se bi oni maame gya ne kitu onkyare ahyehye hia ahoroba enti edwuma na ayeyen edeboto fom they have held the fort in Kwame dem me kan last week se chiro kodu a na yi na mekatu wayimpa they couldn't have got it 100%. But that's the tutumpa the to nsanyadwa as minority leadership Muntaka apart from there oba yeda nankasa ne opinion push you through whether in parliament on radio and all of that so even physical sir Kwame you get Muntaka to be there in some party abente ka party ntum and rebuking and kashi necessary abaya asamnda ho de asamnda ho yeah oya har na drusu na Muntaka na ho awoka no ho woton ho adwen otherwise you ask the question that the majority leader yesterday in parliament that even though we are on the different sides of the aisle yet I worked with this man. What's it? Ochawiyankuwa na so tuodium.
Na Kwame na which one concern you?
Kwame mekebesido.
Minimdam?
You will know which concern me. You will know it.
Which one concern you? One party a eno wa ye ho adwuma. Enti awa kuta wi ni moku aponchine atum fifiri e. Which one concern you?
Beautiful. Otherwise then you put about Chinese war around political parties and their issues and their activities, and you always say that it is those within the war that must discuss matters in there. I'm sure. If I want to accept this, then that should be the natural logic. That anything that borders on a particular party, that why you don't belong in there, you are not there, you are not part of that. Allow them for one way you won't know. But that is not the case.
Good.
That is not the case. The case is that saying has some bar. It is open. Obiakabi, Wakabi. I can't see how some has some bar. Bakrabia, Wakaya, Wanga, some Wefisam. It's here at all. Na Kwame, another majority leader. Na sama obedegwa. Sumba, or your party painful. And now I brand say what happened. Oh yeah, how na drusu. On you there. What on again? Hey. But I am ending on this matter. You have a new minority leader. Kwame.
KCL Atuforsen.
I mean, I have monitored him and followed him in 2016 about to trust some okro do one constituency mboja ohwe I was regional secretary and thereafter freshly appointed as minister designated for the region. I had followed through, gone to the constituency. Our papa who tirim. I been to be coincidence almost. We lost him. Kofa, I masha who have constituency for to trust him all of that. I know him too well for some of these antics. Papa, but I have nothing against him. Why me the minority leader where you maba? Na everybody when you you have as many as over 70. What petition? What you do is look, how do we work to ensure that we calm waters?
Have they not calmed the waters?
Calm remember. Well, your minority leader I could hold press conference. Nancy, you come into this position with high integrity. Hey, adding on to the perception that Harun Rusu was in this office without integrity. I come into this position with high integrity.
Now, he speaks for himself.
But Kwame, you speak for yourself, but you must be sensitive. You must. You are going to lead a group. Impana rekesina nemin weyin ekuya wofadu yin ona namfiafo wenyu anje ho ebaka sane ebaka brabro no nde ye so that when I come I have all of them behind me. Even before the dust was settled, you are out there. Then you come into this position with high integrity. Now, the days ahead. Let's see what is there. What's it? What's the sun there? Okay, economy has some. The 2024 no better economy. Let's see what is it that he offers on the matters of the national economy. Let's see what he offers. Now I'm sure that if that is the basis, then they will extrapolate it to who leads them as their flag bearer. Kwame, echi wasemi. Muntumu waraze na amanpain yatu aba ye wojezi woyimpa na yatu aban amanin ye wojezi wonumu na jezi no so yi de ituma oye oman ne mumba ye tumin ya de shawonsa jezi nti na ye de tumin ye de man biara ye be no man pain bia ye gina jezi do osande ye ker wina ni akada ejuma no wan enwa wetu won ho asi wan se ye hwema eyi na obotu wa ye ejuma eti ye de hetuma ogbo ade gbe ode mo man na ode ma ne mumban itumin edaman ye de tumin mana ye gina jezi do na ye de man de nyimde obeye do se obeye do fata nti na yedema ma embra yedibu oman mbra queen Martin na onchede seye yendama no chede yakapada na inde ya toaba yedi itum a ye hetumin yeda ma oman pain na yewo jedi yegina jedi do na yedi tum yedi man nti ye wendami ase wo me yan kapie bebi nde na yimpa yegina jedi do yedi tum za man yan hwema mbo ma on tedam ye wendama de ye oman ni mumba oya ya sade so de ye bokodo na ma oman ni pain no yan asama wo ho a de ye kan yetum ye kan Sunday, Bevayan at the boom, then you pa or san, only the church, and so on. The minute it took me and found Manaka Canem Pankada, get the man. Near Saya Banau, our what? You can't tell me other man. Oh, pain here, open here a chair, or pain Saya the man to the obey. On yet there, you need to me, I am Yadam, no mum, ye cabby. There that one, you are shama, more name with 2 more cock. Now you man all royal, why in ye. Unnecessary. And a crime. Baya sa fe kro na namre. Oman Mumbapi. Ayiro ho se ho akasa. De oman pain.
Sisem?
Kwame. Guys, I tell you. It's oman Mumban dodo na makadodo a ebia meti na so kasa ya ate wa fe kro na namre. Onye de cha nwa ye dwuma senchebotum adem kaka ntobabua dam kasa no mdo krodum pa ansana oya enuanu ma wo parliament a wo MPP ne mu edowatwe de botu gode enwo de won chede o manpain waji tuma fi wunsem ne mum wasi wanyi won kofu akasa wo constituencies. How that was done, and that Kassan mo pray me there. A man no so far oshe sikasam to trade ono in and chamodinachi our minister of state. On when you win chen. Anu no don ma and this kwa from then you offer and she share kwado. What the essential motion be what the bay. Now one got some more hard no yeda oyeda wo pe man ni ye nte oni nyina no yeda wo benya mpunam bi afim tere political capital bi afim enti wo so wo ye ya wo chinchim ya enkesi techi kwame dem ma wale dinkin kan another kwabra kan penfu bi so awo aba no mu we ke won ho wa hwe wo so wo pre wo di party na yim na what they call Yadokwa a akun and a Yadokwa battle war 2024. Now, what by a man paying in the one gasa, what the war a Juma to what the walk out come on man paying Suesum. No tell one can the so bia the name of Buba is the Quambia or man paying or the Bibi Baba. The Bibi need the and the other point, Kwame. Kwame ya sam kasa ya kade ama ban je nuanum penfu bi aba aswafu bi aba abobo hodin the parliament o ya mrehye bagwan wontoto ho anu wagituma ya mfangu wa pempem ma wonka fadwuma na wondi na wonfonsum oman no na birim bi sade na maye bo ho ayi
da na anyina
Ebinum ma wori bi saying that na maye bo ho anyi abi
I can't break a crazy
obi nyim
ma bodon bedi
obi nyim obi nyim o man pay ni tirim
Peace FM.
na mo sa mo hweda wa ye ya kwame
na
ma wa ye se bo hwa enwu awo ho nyina apart from oya eja asamwa watin fi agbanu enwa ho ni ya members of parliament na bia Herbert Krapper so don owo mi dada enti o man payin ode baba ku rukunu mebe ma wada ba shebni na enche oye owura kati hamo Kobra Tahir enche be mo wan enanche oye osafo a onye member of parliament nso oche wo twa Kobra Tahir ka the member of parliament a no osafo no so asan we twa nka na oche do man etwa de be se ifa oye Brian Champon se o man twa nka do oye mbrehye bagonya na osafo no so ho na no so onye mbrehye bagonyin no so ye twa nka No channel so ya de sika bi na ya de twa ho ka. Ehwe oya Minister of State at the Ministry of Finance. Na no so you obi a no so oya mbrehye begonyi.
Why machine going?
Everybody know oya mbrehye begonyi.
More corner.
Okay.
Nti na no so ya twa ka.
That's right.
Na ya san so ya de sika ya da ma oya member of parliament so ya twa ka.
That's right.
So man pay na hwema. So obi I mean say a pedal when not to former. Ibon the
Rational.
Yes, rational. He's making savings for the country. Nti ma wa ya na wure ne kasena ye just if it is the ministerial salary that might come with something small as a top up. Emma Machan.
On top of the parliamentary one.
What's it?
On top of the parliamentary one.
That's fantastic. Not tell you savings.
Yeah.
And see, his thinking is along savings.
Them no catch you.
Oh, Kwame, me play the kekaya why
deductions.
Yes, no, but no deductions. That is what it is.
Yeah.
Kekaya why that is what it is. Na that me kwabena zinkan akan oyosom na sesiara oman be mayawan echinje nyi ho esikasam ni mayazam nti awu biara yesuan yi biara na sasuafu biara hwe wanamo na hwe ekwan afado ye wade satum eduma nche ne da ya ba ya nche bia ode eka ba ya sempo na tegufa na dama na sako ode baban enda yema cheka no ya paswa ade biara ye bia do I have alternatives motum maya sadama mpa motum na may save madam man
cost containment.
That's right. Osana mampemfu da ya biasa asam do inde insu pam no ya shrama emu michire na se awu mabayan edikakra be save kakra ibe save kakra na nche sika fofra ya bokwe ke yefi bebi ya daban yenkai ne yetum ya do no ye dedi djuma foforo na ma ye save so ya tabo ma no ho bra enti oya foto a emu a wodan wa wan ode oye wadwen wan hihye wadi biara wo bia they must be minded that is there a better way to do it in order to make savings for this country na chi hu a wo be so until the says the minister needing until the my reality aye cool ndamadan cool and when the honorable says it's not like that. This I'm sure it might not even be too enviable to be a minister. And when it is not the old way. Says the wasisa. And they must bear that in mind. Very, very critical. Now we are carrying on so you a man paying it to ABI de or the other Toyana. And when
That's right.
And see Ningan Yanya Jadi na Yansha Nishia or when you ma as Baba. I'm fencing them.
Kwama yampon.
Last round.
There be open or akayapo. Kwame na time aso.
Kwame.
Na
no choma. Kwame
ti ase we.
Men no aso.
Kwame.
Yes,
30 years of misinformation and malicious rumor mongering.
Obi say tell Kwame na Duncan it is chicken change savings.
Kwame, I would tell.
But that's one has even been able to buy the chicken. If it is even chicken, it's been able to buy chicken.
30 years of misinformation and malicious rumor mongering have earned us a generation who do not know to appreciate their own greatness and their own achievements. People with weak morals and backward disposition do not read for truth. They monger, and with their mouth they tear themselves and their beloved nation apart, throwing their nation's legacies to the wind, only to gasp for death in poverty. Most Reverend Dr. J.S.A. Stevens, past president of the Methodist Conference.
Jacob Stanley Adama Stevens.
This was in March 1999. It was in the foreword.
May he so rest in peace.
Yes. The foreword to the book, The Ghana Young Pioneer Movement, a youth organization in the Kwame Nkrumah era, by Dr. M.N. Tete.
Dr. M.M.
M.N. Tete.
and Tete. In the meantime, happy birthday to you, Mr. Oswald Odro, aka Kojo. Wherever you are, Kojo, happy birthday to you. Bless you. Kwabna Yampong. Yapong. Inti.
Ma minister ni.
Eze. Nature happen. See.
How can we
on you shake. Minister, what time next week, my mom surprise. Next week, my mom surprise. Let me go back to the song I first played 27 years ago on radio. Francis Fuster Reggae Reasons. And as I said earlier when I played it, shout out to you, Prime Eye, wherever you are.
Reasons for reggae, yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Reggae music. Is it? Yes, it is.
This is reggae music. Is it?
Michael Jojo G, and to all of you who the song brings a memory to, indeed, we've come a long way. How old was I? I was about 26 or 27. Memories of time gone by. BB Manson, James Ajinin Boating. Achame Keodi.
It is protest music.
Fifi Banse. Shirley from Pomaso.
Music, branch of a solid tree.
Jacqueline Asante Danso. Kofi Abuchi.
It is the
Kuba Fujiman. Yvonne Ando. Patrice Amegashi. Abu Isamoni. The world is plastic and my patience is grown in vain, y'all. So remember, my friend, Wafake,
to do what you want to do.
and everybody else in between.
My friend, you got to do what you got to do.
In the meantime, Soothing Chills, Aspiring Kids Playground is inviting you to the grand opening on Sunday, February 12.
It is the music of the sleeping and the suffering.
Bidi bim bim bim.
Music of the used and the abused.
It is protest music.
Protest music, the voice of a continent.
Mame Salome Kunedu, who says, I'm watching you live. Good morning. Thank you for watching.
Made international with sweat, blood, and tears. It is the rhythm of a people.
We are fast recovering.
Christopher Columbus.
The next news broadcast is at 12. Before that,
The world is black.
make way for Kofi Kumbilson. Warm wishes to you, Stephen Asamoah Boateng, from your brother Eric Amponsa Boateng, the tax expert.
Remember, my friend, you got to do what you got to do. Reggae reasons. Reggae reasons. Reasons for reggae, yeah. Reggae reasons.
Ba 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 ba. Yeah, and an ensemble for back in the day. You're bringing some old names. Nana Govi. Yeah, my karma did them. And so Soothing Chills, a spa and kids playground, is opening on the 12th of February, and that is at the Temple Achimota area. They're inviting you to come and join them. Soothing Chills, I'm saying grand opening of Soothing Chills Spa and Kids Playground coming up on February 12th. That's in 4 days from now. Mr. Stanley Tano, SKT. Brother, me watch it. Once again to you, Kojo, Mr. Oswald Odro. Happy birthday to you, bro. Officially, you're a year older than me today. I wish you well.
This is reggae music. Is it? Yes, it is.
Kofi Kumbilson is next on your radio. Make way for him. In the meantime, happy birthday to you, Oreku Amofa, former communications minister. It's from a free year Amofa to you.
It is the music of the slaving and the suffering.
The music of the used and the abused.
Music of the used and the abused.
Protest music.
It is protest.
Good morning, favored Lily. I see you out there. May your day be blessed.
Music.
Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have.
Made international with sweat, blood, and
my prayer for you is always in the book of Numbers in the Bible.
For people.
Numbers 6:24-26.
Oh yes.
There's a tough world out there, but still we rise to the glory of God.
The world is plastic.
And so when you stop to say a prayer,
Thrown in vain,
remember to say one for me too.
my friend.
God bless. Good morning.
What to do? Remember, my friend, you got to do what you got to do.